Okay, so for taking it further, I decided to do designing an efficient lunch line. Defining the problem, so the lunch line must be too long if it's not efficient. Okay, what needs are not being met by a slow-moving or busy line? The students are not getting their food quickly. That means they have less time to eat and play with their friends. It could even make them late to class. Identify the people, processes, and technology in this. Okay, the people are the students and lunch staff. The process is the food being served to students at lunch. The technology is the trays, how the food is made, delivering the food, and ringing up the food at the register. A lot of times there's like a register ID or something. Now identify factors not unlikely to influence the time. A factor that won't really influence how long it takes is what the lunch people are wearing that day, right? Doesn't really matter what they wear, it's not going to influence how long it takes to get your lunch. Identify one change in the cafeteria process that might make it more efficient. It might be more efficient to have 2 lines instead of 1 line, or to have the food already prepared if it is not already ready to hand out. All right, solution. All right, we get to go to our lesson self-check. I'm going to move, because we've already done this, we don't need to do people in science or engineering or hands-on math. We're going to move on to the lesson self-check. Come back to the mosquito nets. What needs influence the development of the mosquito netting? So we have to state our claim. Why do they need mosquito nets, right? Mosquito nets are needed because mosquitoes can hurt people. They can make them have itchy skin and also a disease called malaria. It is important that the mosquito netting is something that people can use, and it is easy and cheap to give to people. Right? Because if it's not, then people won't use it, and there's no point in doing that. Summarize the evidence. The evidence is that people have proven that mosquitoes give humans malaria. The doctors have a lot of cases of it where there are a lot of mosquitoes. A net keeps them away from humans, and then humans don't get sick. Alright, so then we explained it, so now we're going to move on from there to our checkpoint to make sure we fully understand the question. We have to talk about the solutions to what we have already explained and why the solution needs to be used instead of other ones. Okay, so this checkpoint is talking about, you see a girl brushing her teeth and her parents are watching her. What need is addressed by this simple technology? Is she untangling her hair? Is she keeping her teeth healthy? Does she have a clean home? Or is she determining what programs are showing on television? Okay, well, she is using a toothbrush, so she is keeping her teeth healthy. Okay, so she's keeping her teeth healthy. A blank impact. So if it's a positive impact this technology could have on society is that it makes it easier, if it's positive you want it to be easier, for people to avoid costly and painful dental problems. Yes, that's a very positive thing. If you keep your gums and teeth clean, you don't have to have expensive cavities, and root canals, and all that. So now we're going to look back at this image which we had earlier, and it's going to talk to us about water and how to have the clean water moving from where it is in the lake to the city. What is this showing about the infrastructure? Is it showing the inputs and outputs? Is it showing the number of people a system can support? Well, it doesn't have a number of people, so it's not that one. And how it would perform in a flood, we don't really know, so it must be A. What positive impact will construction have on the town? So will it have clean and reliable water? Yes. Will it decrease like rain in the mountains? No. Will it create more jobs? Absolutely, because they'll get to work on the system. Will it prevent the river from flooding? No, because you can't control how much rain comes from the sky. We'll just check on that. Okay, so that was correct, A and C. Toothbrush is an example of technology. What is the important criteria for choosing a material for your bristles, right? Not just what do you want, but what is important. Is it important that it's fashionable and colorful? No. Is it flexible and withstanding wear? Yes, because it has to be able to move on your teeth and around your teeth. Does it have to support a large amount of weight? No, it's just your teeth. Does it have to be non-toxic? Yes, because it's going in your mouth. Which of the following is a form of technology? It means, and remember, technology means it was created by humans. So lollipop stick, yes. City park was actually created by humans, because otherwise it's just nature. Public transit system, television, all created by people. All right, so we move on from this to interactive reviews. Interactive review is going to talk about the main concepts of the lesson. In review, it's going over this picture again. Remember, we found the cord and the suit. Identify how engineering and science are related. Do scientists study malaria, mosquitoes, and engineers design the nets? Yep, that's exactly the process. Do they build cars so that people can travel? No, I mean, that's not really their exact purpose. They're trying to create solutions for problems. They predict future flooding conditions and engineers build levees? Yes. So these two are the ones that are correct because these two only talk about engineers. They don't talk about science being related to it. So just from that alone, we know it's A and C. Ooh, try again. A and C and D because it has engineering and science. Because engineering is depending on science. Got it. Okay, here's the same picture from before with the earthquake-proof house and the not earthquake-proof system and the different modes that you can use for that. So I want you to analyze this system. What can models of systems, or why can they only represent a certain aspect? Why can't it tell you everything you need to know about the system? Is it because even though including all aspects would make it better, technology can't do that? Is it because a model simplifies something complex, allowing to focus on only specific parts? Or is it because including too much information, the model will make it too complex? This is a difficult one, but really it's not that technology is not powerful enough, it's because you're trying to focus on specific aspects of the system. You don't want too much information, but it's really because you're trying to simplify the model to make the best model possible. Okay, now here's the computer that we learned about, which was as big as a room. It can be influenced on science, culture. So now we're learning about what influenced the technology that we have. This is a scientific discovery or research that influenced technology. So now we have to choose which ones apply here. So, I select all that apply. It almost always means more than one. This discovery of the species bacteria that lived in hot springs led to the development of a heat-stable enzyme used in DNA research. Yes, because the discovery in science led to technology. Discovery of radiation led to microwaves. Yep. The understanding of gene sequences in DNA was used for DNA fingerprinting. Yep, DNA fingerprinting is technology. It was invented by humans. Discovery of a substance made by bacteria or fungi to kill bacteria led to medicines. That's technology as well. So it's actually all of the above. A, B, C, and D. As we move, we're talking about prosthetics. Remember the prosthetic limb. Accessing technology on a large and small scale. Okay, so when we're accessing on a larger and smaller scale, it's talking about large-scale technologies have large impact on society. Agriculture and crop-related technologies have allowed farmers to produce more food using fewer resources to feed a growing world population. Transportation technologies allow the farmers to move their product to market a lot faster and a lot more efficiently than was possible 50 years ago. Okay, so if you're making your own study guide, that's going to be individual, and the different statements you're going to write and collaborate on your own. So we're not going to be doing that together. That's going to be everything for lesson 1.